Hi guys, it's me Karen, and I've come to do a picture in the Creative Companion 2020 Organizer Coloring Art Journal by Ruby Charm Colors, which is Susan's book here. It's Susan Carlson. I've done a few pictures in here, like this one you've seen. I did a little bee over here. Anyway, we're going to be working on this black page, not this one over here. I have the other book here because I have to, because it's at the beginning, I have to have something for this to sit on. And what I did the other day was start coloring a little, I think these are called little fishies, but they kind of look like puppies. Little fish pups. So I did the pink one, and I did a kind of a turquoise one here, and I'm going to do this one up at the top in kind of orange colors. And what I'm going to do is close the window. I have it open just because the air is really nice and we have a beautiful day today. So I'll get that shut. Sorry about that. You know, you open a window just to get some air in the house, and of course that's when everybody has decided to drive up the street. Don't usually get that too much. Okay, so we did this one in pinks, kind of the same color I'm doing the coloring in Magical Dawn with. So this is black, raspberry, and then kind of a light pink. I think it was Deco Pink that I used on this, and then a little posca. And this one was done in turquoise colors and blue. So we did started with a powder blue, and then Colbalt Turquoise, and then Peacock Blue. So these are the colors for this little guy here. This one up here we're going to do in orangish colors. Now there is a tool that I did some white on to make sure I kept it white, and this is a compressed charcoal white block. And that's the name. I got this off of Amazon. If I remember, I will leave a link to it. But we're going to use that. And then we're going to go in with the oranges, yellows, blah, blah, blah. The color to make kind of a goldish fish. So we're going to go in with the Canary Yellow, which is 916. Then we're going to go in with orange. And it is 918. Then we're going to bring in some Poppy Red, 922, and then Tuscan Red, which is 937. I'll leave a link down below to at least this color. I can link to this one I'll try. I'm trying to remember which pink I used, but it's been a while. So we're going to go ahead and start on this little fish. I'm going to get the camera down a little lower so you can see the fish is kind of small. I drew in these little bubbles so I can show you how I did that too. So hold on, we'll get you down here to the little fishy. Try to get a good angle there so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I first take in the chalk, which is charcoal, not chalk, and we kind of just go in here and whiten up these fins just around here. So anywhere I want to keep it light, and that will be our light spot on them. And then we did a little bit in the, I'm going to call it the gill area. It's not really. We'll take a line down here and a little line out the front here. Okay. And then on the other fins too. The pencils will color over this, but it will leave a light, lighter color. So if you color over it, it will be a little brighter. Here. And if it sounds scratchy, it's because it is. It is a charcoal base. Okay, I think that's about all I used. Just get a little whiter there. Okay, So now we have kind of a white fish. Over that white, I'm going to go in with the Canary Yellow. So that's what it looks like over the white. But if you pull it up into the black, you'll notice a different shade. And that's what I'm going after. So it's a little brighter on the white, and then it goes into a deeper color when you're out of the charcoal. Still shows up, it just doesn't show up as bright. So we're just going to go over everything I put down. I am going to try to leave a little white line there when I go in here, because I do want a little bit of white there. Okay, so now we have a pretty yellow fish. Going in with the orange. Just kind of going over some of that yellow. I don't know how many colors I'm going to be able to get in here. I think I picked out 5, but or 4 or 5. Yeah, I may skip one. Make sure we blend that into the yellow really good. I'm going to cover up those dots because we're going to go back in with the Posca pen over everything and add back in any of the white that I went over that I want to see. Now we're getting a little bit more of the yellow down, or orangish color. Bring some of that straight up here on his forehead. Okay. See about the puppy here, if that's going to change that color much. On the black, it's really hard to get a lot of variation in these colors. On white paper, you would see this a lot more. So I think I should probably just go in with the darker red. It's okay if you're touching these white lines and you want to see them. Like I said, Posca is going to go right over it. I'll add a little here. When you're coloring on the black paper, you might want to either like take pictures of it with your camera or look through your camera lens when you're coloring, only because you can't see a whole bunch when I'm looking at on the paper here from what you can see in the camera up there. You're brighter than what is showing down here on the paper. So I'm going to bring in the Tuscan Red now and just do the tips and bring that down into the color anywhere you want to. So if you want to bring it down the side of the fin, bring it down the side of the fin. If you don't want to, don't. I'm going to. This one's going to be a longer one, so I want to make sure I get the color all over up in there. It's a really dark color for me, so I can barely tell it's there. But when I look in the camera, you can definitely see it. Okay, we're going to blend that in up here too. So how are you all doing? Hope everybody's healthy. Feeling good. Okay. So far, that's what we have. Darken this up just a bit more. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Now what we're going to do his eye first here, so you don't have to look at that too much. I have to sharpen this pencil. We're going to use the bit of the whiteness there. We're just going to darken the inner here, because if I colored it black, you would not see the eye anymore. So we'll use that little bit of a white part there, and we will color in his nose a little bit. Get a cute little nose. And if we want to darken up any of these tips, now would be the time to do it. Just because we're going to put white on here in a minute. And if you want it a little darker, you want to do that now. Just helps it a little bit. I think he's looking kind of cute. Okay, now we're going to bring in, I gotta sharpen it too, the white Prismacolor, just to lighten up, because if you notice the blue one here, it looks pretty white in the lighter areas. And I know this is yellow, but we're going to dull it down a little bit with a little bit of white. And that just goes over the other colors really nicely. Make sure we get our little eye pieces here and our little cheek that comes down. Okay. Now we're going to bring in our posca pen. Make sure it works. It's running low. So we're going to re-put in our little dots that we took out. We're going to put a little line up here for his nose. Just going to go around these little half shapes here. And then we're going to have fun with the fins. We're going to go up and bring some out. and fluff them up a little bit. We're also going to add little knobs here and bring some fins down here. Okay, so he looks all nice and fluffy. Oh, we're going to put some dots on his eyes too. Can't forget those. Bring him to life a little bit. So he is finished. That is fun coloring on the black. So now we have a kind of an orange fish, a blue fish, and a purple fish. So over here on the blue fish side, we've got these bubbles, and I was going to show you how I did that. I have a, whoa, let's get up a little higher so you don't have to look at that so close. This is a circle maker. It's also a line maker, and it spins around, which is kind of cool. I just lay it down and then draw circles. So I'm going to make a bigger bubble up here. Another reason we have the book behind here. So I'm just going to take the white and we're going to draw a circle. Now before I lift it up, I want to put in a blue on one side. So I put blue here. So we're just going to take the Peacock Blue that I used on the blue fish down here, and we're going to put it in one corner. And I did a pink fish, so we're going to bring in some raspberry and we're going to put it on one corner. And I did the yellow fish up here, so we're going to bring in the Canary Yellow and just stick it down there. And when you pull it up, that's what you get, is a kind of cool rainbow circle done on the white, so those colors stand out. And then we'll just take a little bit of the posca and give it a little shine. Boom, you got bubbles. So I thought I'd do the little fishy because if I showed the picture, you wouldn't know how they were done. So there we go. We did a cute, fun little picture today. And I did color on black. It is a different experience, but I am having fun with it. So yeah, that's the whole part of coloring, right? Having fun with what you do and experimenting every now and then. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care now. Bye.